is life worth it? Like, have you asked yourself, like, have you, you know, a lot of people have been asking themselves that kind of question, like, why are we here? Why are we living? All that kind of questions. Why are we here? What's the purpose of it all? But first of all, life is worth it. Okay, if you take full control of your life and put it in order, you can make it something amazing. You can make out great meaning from it. It can be loving, it can be interesting. You have the power within you to make it an amazing experience here. You have the power to make it an amazing experience. Okay, but aside from whether you want it or not, because it's worth it, life is interesting to you and life is amazing. Aside from that, is there a meaning to life? A lot of people ask me, like, is there a meaning to existence? And they ask this question because they've been raised to think like this, that everything must have a meaning. You know, everything needs to have a meaning. They've been raised like this. Okay, their religions, like their priests, their pastors, their prophets, with the holy books, with everything, you know, have told them that everything must have a meaning in one way or the other. There must be a destination for everything. Maybe your destination is heaven, maybe your destination is hell or something, but there must be a destination. This is what they've been teaching. They've indoctrinated the masses to feel like this. They've taught everybody to feel like this, that everything must have a meaning. So they approach life like that. They look at life and say, it must have a meaning. And they ask them, what is the purpose? What is the meaning of life, you see? Because they want to find a meaning, because they think everything must have a meaning. But no, everything must not have a meaning. In fact, the most beautiful and sometimes the most amazing things do not even have a meaning. The most beautiful and sometimes the most amazing things do not even have a meaning. A beautiful dance does not have a meaning. It's just a dance. It is a dance. It has no meaning. You're just watching a demonstration. But it is beautiful, right? You are enjoying the dance, but it has no meaning. Okay? It has no meaning. It's just a dance. Okay? Just like sometimes a joke. When you try to understand a joke, if you are still trying to understand a joke, then you've lost it. It's no longer a joke again, because you have to explain it. Once you explain a joke, the joke is gone. Okay? So life is like that. Life is a dance. It is an interesting and amazing dance with no meaning. It is a mystery to be celebrated and accepted. If you approach it with the idea of meaning, you would bring in all kinds of terrible things to be the meaning. You will begin to imagine that maybe a fruit caused all the problem in the world. You begin to imagine maybe your sin, maybe all kinds of things that people have invented. Or maybe you think that there is a war somewhere between God and devil, and you'll be imagining all kinds of things because you're trying to create a meaning. You're trying to find a purpose, an end point. No, there is no meaning. It is a mystery, and that is why it's a mystery. You have to celebrate it, enjoy it, live it. It is something you keep discovering. You keep discovering it every day. So life is a never-ending school. You keep learning and learning and learning until you move on to the next life, to the next phase. So it is not something that you just exhaust the meaning now and know what it's about. No, there is no meaning. There's nothing to know. Okay, so it has no meaning in a very unique sense. It has no meaning so that we can add all kinds of beautiful meanings to it. So that we can meditate, we can dance, we can celebrate, we can enjoy, we can have fun, we can write poetry, we can sing, we can do all kinds of beautiful things. That is why it has no central purpose, so that every beautiful purpose can be invested into it. So there is no purpose you can hold on to. So life is one thing, but life has no meaning and no purpose for a more beautiful reason, because it is a mystery. And so that we can better enjoy it. If life had a meaning and a purpose, life will become more boring and more destructive. The same way the philosophers and the religions have been trying to preach a very boring, nonsensical worldview, a view that does not make any sense at all. Okay, because they're trying to make sense of the world. No, the world is divinely meaningless. It is meaningless in a very divine sense. You don't need to understand anything because there's nothing to understand. There are no answers because there are no even questions. Your questions arises from your conditioning, what you've been trained to think. That's where your questions are coming out from. Your questions are coming out from all those things you've been taught for many, many years. So your questions are not even real. Your questions are not even reasonable when compared to existence. Because existence is not providing you any answers because your questions are not even worth any answers. So there is no need for you to understand anything at all. Simply approach life straight the way it is. Embrace it the way it is. Enjoy it. Live it. The whole worth of life is in living.